You ever wonder why, no matter how hard you hustle, grind, and save, you still feel like you're running in circles? You tell yourself you're doing everything right, working overtime, cutting back on coffee, buying the cheapest gas, and still, the needle barely moves. The dream life feels just as far away. Here's the hard truth. It's not just your paycheck. It's your mindset. And the worst part? It's invisible. You don't even realize you're trapped. Today, we're tearing down the walls. Today, you're gonna see the bars for what they really are. Let's go. 1. You think hard work is enough. Since you were a kid, you heard it over and over. If you work hard, you'll succeed. If you put in the hours, you'll get ahead. You believed it. You lived it. You wore exhaustion like a badge of honor. But look around. There are people working 2-3 jobs, still broke, still stressed, still surviving. Because hard work alone isn't the key. Strategic work is. If you're sweating harder but not thinking smarter, you're building someone else's dream, not your own. Hard work is honorable, but without vision, without leverage, without ownership, hard work becomes a lifetime sentence. 2. You celebrate spending instead of building new shoes. New car. Latest phone. Swipe, swipe, swipe. It feels good, right? Feels like you're leveling up. But you're not celebrating growth. You're celebrating consumption. And guess what? Consumption never creates freedom. Only ownership does. Every dollar you blow flexing for Instagram is a dollar you didn't invest in your escape plan. The poor mindset rewards appearances. The wealthy mindset rewards assets. If your wins are based on what you can flash, instead of what you can build, you're still in the trap. 3. You believe money is evil. You heard it 1,000 times growing up. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. Wanting more makes you selfish. But here's the reality. Money isn't evil. It's a mirror. It reflects who you are. If you're generous broke, you'll be generous rich. If you're selfish broke, you'll be selfish rich. Money is neutral. It's power in your hands. And guess what? The people who programmed you to think money is dirty, they're cashing their checks just fine. 4. You think playing small is safe. You avoid risks. You settle for just enough. You aim low so you don't get disappointed. It feels safe. It feels comfortable. But it's a slow death. Every time you shrink your dreams to match your fears, you shrink your future to match your doubts. Playing small doesn't protect you. It imprisons you. Comfort zones don't keep you safe. They keep you stuck. And while you play it safe, someone else, someone braver, is living the life you were too scared to chase. 5. You believe wealth comes from luck. You scroll social media. You see entrepreneurs winning, investors winning, new millionaires emerging, and deep down you think, they're lucky. They had connections. They got in early. Blaming luck feels good. It excuses your inaction. But real wealth? It's built. Quietly. Patiently. Painfully. No one sees the 10 years of failure. The sleepless nights. The daily, boring, consistent action. If you think success is luck, you'll never take responsibility. And if you don't take responsibility, you'll never take control. 6. You stay silent about money. You were taught money is a taboo subject. You don't ask. You don't share. You don't learn. But here's the game. Rich people? They talk about money the way athletes talk about training. They talk deals over dinner. They talk investments over coffee. They swap strategies the way most people swap gossip. If you're scared to talk about money, you're not ready to master it. Silence isn't protection. It's ignorance. And ignorance costs more than you can afford. So here's the wake-up call. If you saw yourself in even one of these 6 signs, that's not a reason to feel bad. That's your chance to change the game. Because now you can see the bars. And once you see the trap, you can tear it apart. But it starts with one choice. Stay comfortable and broke. Or get uncomfortable and wealthy. How to break out of the poor mindset. Shift your definition of success. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep, grow, and control. Celebrate ownership, not consumption. Stop flexing things you can't afford. Flex assets that buy you time. Question your beliefs about money. If your ideas about wealth are keeping you broke, it's time to upgrade your mindset. Move through fear. The goal isn't to eliminate fear. It's to act despite it. Surround yourself with bigger thinkers. You're not meant to stay trapped in small conversations with small-minded people. Final word. You're not stuck because you're broken. You're stuck because you've been programmed to stay small. But you don't have to stay there. Smash that like button if you're ready to break the trap. Drop a comment. Which mindset shift hits you the hardest today? Subscribe to Zero to Wealth, because the system was never built for you to win. We're here to build something bigger, together. Comfort kills dreams. Courage builds empires. Zero excuses. Zero apologies. Zero to wealth.